And we're very close to gain another level, so throw, and I'll raise unarmed another 10 points and put everything at that throwing weapons. Because I really want to get those grenades to be a useful weapon. We don't get enough, that many of them, so I don't... Well, for two reasons we don't get that many of them, and they're once disposable weapons, and two, if we're bad at throwing them, we'll likely get ourselves killed. So I feel the point investment there will be paid back into areas. More damage, more deadly weapons, less likely to backfire on us. So definitely a good investment in points, at least up to 100. And it's another damage type for us. I think unarmed is normal damage and grenades are naturally explosion, at least explosive grenades. There will be at least, I think there are plasma grenades in this game, I might be wrong, but some other kind of grenade at least. So if something is almost immune to normal damage, we can use the grenades to get around that limitation in our ability to do damage. Magnum ammo, so nothing great, but you know, we need to barter this stuff away soon. No, not really, we have 140 weight unused still. Okay. How much? Yeah, I think I'll fight here a bit because we're again close to level up, and these early levels are very important. We might be going to the raiders too because we're so close, so I hope to gain the level before we have to go to meet the raiders. I need only 70 more points, so it shouldn't take us long. Actually, a few rats and a pig rat, I'll probably do it. Yeah, rats are 25, I think this pig rat should be enough, or at least very close. Yeah. And we got our first perk. Okay. Awareness. You are more likely to notice details about people. Awareness will give more detailed information about them when you perform an examine. That doesn't tell me anything. So I'm going to ignore that. It might be good, but it might not be. I'm not gonna test it out. Bonus hand-to-hand damage. Plus 2 points of damage with hand-to-hand and melee attacks for each level of the perk. So we can take this multiple times. And plus 2 isn't... It's nice, but for maybe if we take it at low levels it'll be good, but perks can be really powerful, and usually you want something that you can't get in other ways. So, or you look for synergy, so they bolster your abilities that you can already get in the game to levels that become much more useful. So 2 points of hand-to-hand damage isn't bad, but I think we can do better. Earlier sequence is plus 2 for each level of this perk. Again, if we want to start a fight or be the first to act, this would be good. Faster healing, plus 1 bonus to your healing. This is healing when you just wait the damage out. But since we have a doctoring skill, I don't think this is a sensible perk to take. Okay, night vision, you can see in the dark better each level of this perk. Again, you can take multiple times, it seems. Will reduce overall darkness level by 10%. I don't know what that means. Maybe the reduction in our accuracy in darkness the penalty we get is reduced by 10% by level, maybe. Again, I don't know, and since we are fighting so close anyways, I don't think this is valuable to us. This is more valuable to a sniper type character. Okay, quick pockets. With each level of this perk, the AP cost, action point cost to access inventory in combat is reduced by 1. I think this is absolute rubbish. Unless you have to go to your pockets multiple times in every combat, or you use a lot of healing items in every turn. Of course you can, I think in this game you can get around that by going to inventory and using all your healing items at the same time, but I won't be doing that, I don't think, because that's a stupid system, and basically it means you are immortal as long as you have any healing items, like those steam packs, and you can get 10s or even 100 of those. So instead of having a health of 46, you have it counted in 10,000s. So that's just a broken mechanic in my view, and I think later versions of these games fix it so you can only use one item when you're in the inventory to keep things balanced. And I'm going to be using that system too, even if the game doesn't, because it's absolutely stupidly broken. It makes many of the fights, unless the enemy can basically kill you in one turn, you can't die, and that doesn't make any sense. Smooth Talker, each level of this perk will increase your intelligence by 1 for purpose of dialogue only. Yeah, this is garbage in my view. Strong back, 50 additional pounds you can carry. We already can carry 200, and we're not, so at this moment it doesn't seem useful. Maybe if you take in a lot of those perks and traits that reduce your carry weight and have a low strength, this might be very valuable, but less for us. Okay, Swift Learner, each level will give you a 5% bonus whenever you earn XP. This will just, I think this is probably the worst thing to get, because there's no, you can always get more experience, so you'll get levels 5% in 5% less time. So you'll save time, but the point of leveling is to get abilities and perks, so why on earth would you waste a perk on it? Maybe if you know you can't reach the perk you want in the way you play, so you sacrifice a low level perk in order to get a high level perk. But for us, since I can't even remember what the high level perks are, this absolutely makes no sense. Just a terrible waste of a perk. Toughness. When you are tough, you take less damage. Each level of perks will add 10% to your general damage resistance. I think we'll take this one. This is very attractive to us. We're unarmed, we have to stay close. We don't have that much health. We'll be taking a huge amount of damage, so 10% less damage. I think this stacks with armor, so it can probably get very high if we take this. So I'm gonna take it. We're going to have to fight in situations where it's us against many, so we don't have any real range combat, so we have to be able to tank damage, so I'll take this one. And 10 more points in here. That's it, I think, and then we'll invest in throwing. I think I'll start buffing Doctor with the extra points. So now we're in a good place with our combat abilities. And we got a 10% extra normal damage resistance, which on its own isn't much, but it's still 10% less damage we'll take from most attacks. And if we don't have a good selection of perks, and the next time we get a perk we'll take an lower level toughness likely.